Hopefully mine isn't too loud. I can't. I had to go directly into the computer, so I can't see levels.
I can't see levels either, but I don't got the interface turned up that much.
Yeah, I can hear you,
For sure.
and I'm pretty sure that people will let us know if that's not the case. Oh, we live, by the way. I guess I could have chose a better way to start, but it ain't like nobody in here in the beginning anyway. So we are cool. This also isn't gonna tag you, so if you wanted to share it, that's how you would have to. Oh no, don't fade to black. Come back. That's how you would have to.
I got you.
What is it? What is that red? Okay. Oh, the this is dead. Oh, okay. So I had the video pulled up, but that's what I was trying to figure out the audio on. I don't have my lapel mics, so I couldn't hook it directly up to my switcher, and that caused the issue with the audio. So I couldn't put the video directly into here. But Yasin Bey, Most Def, whatever the case is, sparked a huge debate on the internet in which you have some thoughts. Is Drake hip hop?
Drake is definitely hip hop. Y'all seen Big? Of course, he a legend in the game. We gotta give him all the praise, all the respect. He a pioneer, but Drake is hip hop, bro. I don't know. I don't know what perspective he's coming from to come to this conclusion and say that Drake isn't hip hop.
I will say this. I'm gonna play the other side of the spectrum. I don't want to say devil's advocate because I don't rock with him. But anywho, let's just say this: what what if he is speaking on the prototypical saying of the culture when it comes to of the culture and for the culture? I mean, speaking on who Most Def is friends with, the people that he has surrounded himself with in hip hop. Let's just say Dave Chappelle. I think he may be conflating hip hop and the culture of hip hop with one that fights for creators, possibly. Because like when it comes to Drake, one of the things that I would say about Drake, I believe that Drake is quote unquote signed to a major label. But I honestly think that Drake is independent and the label just has him on paperwork. Just just because of the what him going independent could mean for the industry.
I see what you're saying. I don't know. I don't know what his situation is. I mean, I know he's not with Young Money anymore. He's not with Cash Money anymore, and that his deal is directly through Universal, if
Universal.
I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, in a
Yeah.
sense, he is independent, similar to. It's like saying Cash Money is independent. I suppose it would be in the same vein, but I mean, if we fighting for creators, why aren't we fighting for Drake? If that's what hip hop is, fighting for creators, you should be fighting for Drake, who is creating all different types of music while also representing hip hop and spreading hip hop on a global scale. And this is coming from somebody who's not. I'm not the ultimate Drake fan. I don't listen to Drake like I was like talking about like, but to say he not hip hop while saying other people are hip hop, come on, dog. He tripping. To say Drake ain't hip hop while you saying other to gatekeep him out of hip hop, but not gatekeep other people out of hip hop, they tripping.
When you say other people. I know who you talking about, but go ahead and just say who you talking about.
Eminem, Eminem, Post Malone, Jack Harlow. You gonna gatekeep Drake out of hip hop, but you not gonna gatekeep them out of hip hop. Ain't tripping.
And oh, how do I want to say this? I'm gonna say what I say in the name. But could it be that Yasin Bey has always been anti industry, anti let's just say patriotism, anti a lot of things. And with that being the case, could it be, given what the music industry is and who runs the music industry, and the the ties that Drake is also of that fold? Could it be? Could it be that?
I mean, it could be, but now you talking about excluding a lot of people out of hip hop. A lot of people that Yasin Bey would consider pioneers in hip hop. Does did Run
Yes.
DMC did Run DMC not have those ties?
Yeah.
I mean, did LL Cool J not have all these individuals we talking about? Did they not have major record label deals?
Yeah.
So like we talking about excluding a lot of people. What I'm getting at is I don't understand what the criteria is for being a part of hip hop because the finish line continues to move depending on who you talking to, where they from, and what type of music they like. So I've seen some people say if you not from those five boroughs up in New York, then you not hip hop. So
Yeah.
it depends. I've seen people say that if you aren't representing one of the five elements of hip hop, then you're not hip hop. That don't make no sense because MCing is a part of the five elements of hip hop, and having some sort of knowledge of hip hop is supposed to be one of the five elements of hip hop. I, for one, believe Drake got plenty of knowledge on hip hop. Cause
Plenty, and people don't recognize the knowledge that he has and the influences that he comes from.
right, because I mean, in his response to Yasin Bey, he quoted a Yasin Bey song. I don't even know no
Yeah.
Mos Def song. I don't listen to Mos Def.
Exactly.
I don't care nothing about that boom bap rap. They can keep it up there where they found it at. You know, I listen. We all know Mos Def is a better rapper, but I'm listening to Gucci Mane before I'm listening to Mos Def any day. It just and I'm
Yep.
on it. I'm on that tip. I'm on the conscious tip. I'm into that intellectual information and all that. But I don't need no rapper to teach me. I'll read the book. I'll read the source
Yeah.
material. I'm not coming to no rapper to teach me about what I need to know about the world. I much rather go read Stokely Carmichael. I much rather go read H. Rap Brown. I'm gonna go to the people that actually dedicated their lives truthfully, truly dedicated their lives to black liberation. I don't need a rapper to teach me. I'm not impressed because half the time the information they rapping about be wrong anyway.
And see, the other thing that what I was trying to find a whole interview, but I found clips, and then in the clips he said that Drake, when you go inside Target, you can hear Drake in Target, which I kind of thought was hypocritical. And this, we had that conversation personally a couple of months ago or a couple of weeks ago, where I said if you really get down to the bottom of it, anybody on a public stage is a hypocrite. And I will take this opportunity to point out the hypocrisy within Mos Def in saying that I don't know what his relationship with Kanye is now, but I know what his relationship with Kanye used to be. And what's the difference between Kanye and Drake?
There-
Before last year, it was nothing for you to go inside of a store and hear Kanye. It was nothing what was it? He had a run where all of the lights were on a whole lot of commercials. So
Yeah,
what's the difference in between Kanye and Drake?
it's really none. Kanye, as a matter of fact, let me be 100% transparent. I can tell what they saying. They talking about a specific sound when they talking about hip hop. So the specific sound of hip hop that they talking about, Kanye had that on College Dropout. And then as he moved forward, it strayed further away from that classic boom bap through the wire sound, and it started to become bigger and more open to incorporating other genres of music, especially once you get to stronger on graduation, and then you get to 808s and heartbreaks. It's completely, that's completely pop, to be honest with you. But I would never not say Kanye is hip hop. And I know some people may say it's because the production is what keeps him away from no longer being considered hip hop. But I would argue being a producer is not one of the five elements of hip hop. Niggas is moving the goalposts again.
I mean, they might try to say it's the natural evolution of the DJ,
Is
but
it?
you are 100% right, huh?
Yeah. Is it?
But I mean, if you want to go deeper and darker, is MCing. This goes to the conversation that we had privately. MCing at its roots is not rapping. Is crowd control. Um, Basically, you Isaiah, can you? But it's crowd control. When it comes down to it, it's not whatever the is it C whatever the I'm tripping right now. EMCEE. It's not MC. It's MC, Master of Ceremony. So you are the person while the DJ is back there doing what he's doing. You are the person that's hyping the crowd. So the MC is there for the people. And it goes to what I was saying. The people have changed over the course of years. Back in the 80s, that basketball is my favorite sport. That is what did it for the people. All the way up until I really think like the last iteration of that was like Run DMC and LL Cool J. LL Cool J was still I take a muscle bound man and put his face in the sand. Like it was still like the inflections of the voice and like kind of trying to entertain through that opposed to the lyricism that we got with the generation of Rakim and following. So a lot of times, like you mentioned, people saying that what's lyricism and that Drake is not a lyricist, and I beg to differ. I think the problem where people try to call him pop over hip hop and ignore his hip hop roots is the fact that Drake does not make hip hop albums. When you look at his body, his overall body of work, you can say that probably between 50 and 60% of it is rap,
Let me
and
ask
the
you this.
rest of it, what's up?
Was the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill a hip hop album?
No,
Is Lauryn Hill hip hop?
yes,
Why niggas playing on Drake top?
yeah,
It's, it
and
honestly, it feel like hate. It feel like a little jealousy, a little envy, and a little hate. I don't want to throw that on Mos Def because I respect Mos Def as an artist, as a pioneer, as a legend. But it sound like hating, and it also sound like just East Coast supremacy. If it ain't that East Coast sound, it ain't hip hop. Cause I've been reading everybody comments and I've been reading everybody perspective, and there is nobody has the exact same perspective on what constitutes hip hop. So at the end of the day, it's similar to like there is no all black people don't agree on what constitutes a person being black, and the same thing goes for hip hop. All black people don't agree, or all people don't agree on what constitutes. hip hop.
And Cornelius, Neil, he spoke to what you said. He commented and said that they constantly moving the Drake, the goalposts because it's Drake. And you are 100% right on. Like
Shout
we
out to Neil.
spoke on that. We spoke. Yeah, shout out to Neil. We spoke on that, like, and what our view on hip hop is, and that element of hip hop being knowledge. Like I know my history when it comes to hip hop, but honestly, I forgot a lot of it. Simply because me and you both have a relationship, a love hate relationship with the North. When it comes to that, like you said earlier, they act like hip hop does not exist outside of the five boroughs, and so why do I have to care about Cool Herc
Hey,
when
look,
y'all don't care about Pimp C, Scarface, and the only people that y'all really recognize from the South when it comes to hip hop is Scarface and Outkast, and it's
I
way
don't,
more than that.
I don't want to blow up your spot because I know that you got a certain demographic that you reach out to and that you speak to. But I just gotta be completely. I gotta be me. We this the second time around that we doing this. We used to do the podcast back in the day. I gotta be me. Fuck the East Coast. I don't care nothing about none of them niggas out there. If they gonna disrespect us, I'm gonna be the same way. Cause I see them East Coast niggas when they do their top five, top 10 list, they'll put Big Daddy Kane, MF Doom, Big L, just a whole bunch of random New York niggas. I'm gonna start doing the same thing. I'm excluding all them niggas off my top 10. Don't let me on Breakfast Club ask me what my top 10 is. Ain't gonna be nan nigga from the East Coast. I'm gonna say Wayne, 3000. I'm gonna put Ludacris in that bitch. Ain't none of you New York niggas making shit. Ain't not any list no more. Until y'all get y'all mind right and put some respect on the South, I'm just like Pimp C. We making country rap tunes. Fuck hip hop and fuck New York. Keep that shit up in them boroughs. Don't bring your ass down here. We gonna run you up out of here. You can have
Yeah,
it.
and we have to have this conversation every couple of months. Like I remember the last time we had to address this conversation, it was probably with Boosie, and with Boosie saying, what was that Boosie that said there? However, we got to the conversation of Boosie is more respected in the South than Jay-Z is, and that blew a lot of people in the North's mind.
Gucci
But
Mane
it's
too.
the truth. Yeah,
Boosie,
like
Gucci
and,
Mane,
and
No Gotti, Jeezy, them niggas is like pillars to the South. Nobody give man look. And I like Jay Z music. I've always liked Jay Z music, but niggas was listening to that more than Jay Z. Except for you had people who the niggas who fancied themselves intellectuals were listening to Jay Z more so than or hip hop heads.
yeah,
Because you
and
got hip hop
man, I
purists
was
in the South too. You got people that's in the South
yeah.
that believe that the East Coast got the higher quality of music, just like you got black folks who think white folks water is colder. So it's the same concept down here. Niggas in the South, you got some of them that be like, man, Jay Z, Big L, all these niggas that they know we wasn't listening to. Eminem again, all these niggas we know we wasn't listening to them. We was listening to Boosie, we was listening to Gucci, we was listening to Gotti, the people that came from our area, Scarface, etc., etc. And it goes to a larger point of what's hip hop, A, and what's lyricism, too. Because, like, when I hear Boosie on a song like My Struggle, talking about his upbringing, his struggles, his trauma, his life, to me, that's storytelling and that's lyricism. But because he not stringing metaphors together, all of a sudden he not a lyricist or he not on par with other rappers, or he doesn't have substance. Boosie got more substance than most of the rappers that they putting in the top 10 because most of Boosie shit is about what he going through. So how is that not substance? But How My Name is substance.
And you took it right where I was about to transition into, because when it comes to they it's the five boroughs, and then when it comes to hip hop, a lot of people put Eminem on this pedestal, which I understand the reason in which they put him on that pedestal. Oh, let's
That's
we're
gonna
gonna
be
black
over.
that out for a second, but
Yeah, they finna put you on up out of here.
nah, that's but
Cartel Marshall. See, Cartel, fuck them niggas. Fuck the East Coast. I hope you still in here so you can hear me. Fuck the East Coast. It's down south. That's how we rocking. We making country rap tunes. R.I.P. Pimp C. Long live the pimp. Sweet Jones.
sorry about that. But yeah, speaking of Eminem, like they put Eminem on this pedestal, and I understand why they put Eminem on the pedestal. But yeah, like so you sit back and you take somebody like Boosie and My Struggle, and then you take My Name Is, and it's like so I'm supposed to believe that that he is up here because of this song and his body of work. I mean, I respect some of the Eminem songs, especially early, well, not especially early in his career, but Stan to me is a top 20 hip hop song of all time. Even you said, well,
Top
anyway, I'm
five.
not gonna say what you said.
Top five.
Yeah, okay. So with that being the case, like, yeah, I understand what he has contributed to hip hop, but to sit back here and try to move the goalposts, like, it's exactly like what Gucci said not too long ago. Like, you getting in the car with your old lady and you throwing on Eminem. Come on, man. Like,
Oh, yeah.
like we have to be real about some of these conversations, and it's exactly what you said earlier. Like, Eminem is children's rap. Like, and I feel like even to an extent, once he got older, he had to battle with himself and find a sound to speak to adults.
Yeah.
And and when it comes to any other rapper that I put in my top, he was speaking to they were speaking to children and adults at the same time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it just kind of is what it is. Like, to me personally, someone that they can't argue with, and this gets right back to the same conversation that we just had. We brought up Drake, we brought up Kanye, and now I'm bringing up Andre 3000. Most Def would never fix his mouth to say that Andre 3000 is not hip hop. But what exists is the Love Below and even a flute album. Love Below and a flute album. And no one would dare ever say that Andre 3000 is not hip hop.
Yeah.
So
It's
how
crazy.
is it that we can turn around and do the same thing to Drake when if you really look at Drake, like when Drake does stuff, I see it. Like even when he had the ghostwriting allegations on him, I didn't hold that against him because I felt like he was just trying to get out his deal. He was trying to put a lot of music out to get out of his deal. But now when I look at Drake, I look. I just watched it. I just watched the documentary on Thriller 40. It's the 40th anniversary of Thriller, and in that, I'm looking at it like, dang, like Michael Jackson really pulled off the impossible by giving you an album that catered to all these niche demographics. So you
Right.
got some country on the album, you got pop on the album, you got rock and roll on the album, you got R&B on the album, all of these different things on the album, and that is the biggest selling album of all time. So why is it that we look at Drake and criticize him for just trying to maximize on profits in this capitalistic society that we live in?
At the end of the day, Drake's just making music. I've heard enough music from him to know that he can make hip hop records, and he has made hip hop records, and that he should be considered hip hop. If he's rapping and he is giving the aesthetic of the culture, he hip hop in my book. Now, you know, if you want to say he didn't grow up within the culture, all right, cool. So at that point, are we excluding everybody who didn't grow up within the culture? And if so, just let me know. And then we can start drawing them lines. If that's the case, all right, cool. I can respect that. But That ain't never been the case before. Y'all let a lot of people in. A lot of people in.
and and we can just kind of brush up on the subject, but how you said earlier that when it comes to the other elements of hip hop, when it comes to the dance element of hip hop, and when it comes to the tagging element of hip hop, when it comes to those things, the majority of people who are doing those things are not of the culture.
No, they
But
not.
so do you consider them to be more hip hop than the person that gave you 12 albums?
Right.
Or how many albums he got? I don't know how many he got. I just threw out a number.
All I know is he been going since we was in high school. It's a 20-some year run. Going on 20-some year run. At least at least 15 years. We've been
Yeah.
having Drake mainstream, putting out albums, shaping the culture, shifting the culture, bringing new artists along. And yeah, I know he take flows, he do a lot of different things, but at the end of the day, bruh can rap, and can't nobody take that away from him.
But
He can rap.
even when somebody gets even when someone talks about, I just want people to recognize the evolution of hip hop. So when it came to back in the day, what do you think Jay did? When it came to back in the 90s and the 2000s, if someone wanted to steal someone's flow, you know what they did? Signed them. So when it comes to like even like that's one of the reasons why I never liked that Gilly put the ghostwriting allegations on Wayne, because you got signed and shelved to get your style stolen. This is not. This is everybody did that. Like
Mm.
literally, I just found out the other day. What's the name of that song? That Pharrell. That Give It to Me. What's I forgot the name of that song. But that's I did not know. Me and Calvin had a conversation about that. That being Spark song. That was Spark song. That's why they left him on the hook. But whose song is it? S. Dot Carter. So
Man,
just because Drake don't sign you, and I mean he's done that too. But for the most part, Drake will do you jump on a song, feature on it, and take your style
Drake gonna
and
do
deliver your style in a in a better version of of you. So I mean, I can't be mad at him for doing what his predecessors have done also, and y'all don't hold his predecessors' feet to the fire. Y'all just
Drake gonna hop on your song. He
move to
gonna
go
give you
for it.
that stimulus package. He gonna put you on for a little while. It's up to you to carry the momentum once you get there. If you fumble a Drake feature, you don't deserve to be in the game anyway. Go sit your ass on the bench.
Speaking of which, I've seen artists say that Drake isn't hip hop, but one thing that I know that if Drake jump on your hip hop song, you ain't gonna deny, you're not gonna deny the feature and say, nah, you not hip hop.
Drake Drake
You
could
putting
hop
that joker out tonight.
Drake could hop on a song with Mos Def and hold his own, if not do better.
Yeah.
Especially if
Now,
you
if you want to,
unless you want to talk if it's a song about worldly topics and worldly events, all right, cool. Most Def can rap to you about end stage capitalism, but and I don't know if Drake can. I've never heard him do that. But if you saying get on the song and rap what's going on in your life and what you see in the world, Drake can do that just as well as Most Def in just a lyrical fashion. So, you know, it all goes back to what is lyricism to you. And I've always said people oftentimes they oftentimes mix lyricism and subject matter. So if somebody talking about something important, all of a sudden it's lyrical. But then even still, you can be talking about something like Boosie, but because your voice is southern and your beat selection is southern and it's not boom bap, now all of a sudden your subject matter and your substance don't matter because you're doing it in a format that's not palatable to them hip hop niggas in the East Coast. So that's why I say it again, fuck them East Coast niggas.
yeah. Let me. So that's what you had to say, and people don't know you. you're not. I mean, you're not the biggest Drake advocate. That's why I spoke on how I spoke by saying that you it you're talking about Drake, you're defending Drake, which is not usual, and even more unusual. I don't think that anybody that knows me, and you know me, anybody that knows me knows that I would never be caught defending Robert Kelly. But I felt like I got put in a position where I had to. So let's switch over to this. Rolling Stones, and it's not as if we uh we respect the Rolling Stones and what they have to say about the culture.
They always fuck
But
with me list.
I can critique this. So, top 100 greatest R&B songs of the 21st century.
What was number one? I haven't even seen the list. I need to know what the number one
No,
song was.
number 1, Confessions Part 2 by Usher. Confessions Part 2 by Usher.
Who the fuck decided
Oh
on
no,
this?
it gets better. It gets
Confessions.
better.
They wild. I don't even. Come on, bro. All right, keep going, keep going. Let's do the top 10. Give me the top 10.
Yeah, I was gonna do the top 10. I
These
wasn't
niggas
gonna do the whole
wildin'.
thing. But
Confessions.
number two, you know what? Dang, I wish you could see it. Let me see.
I can see it
Oh
right now.
shoot, they got the whole. Yeah, so let me scroll on down. Hold up, hold on. I just so you know how sometimes you just scroll and you get to seeing pictures.
Was that
I
Ray
know
J?
good and well I ain't see three. I know. Hold on, no, I know I didn't see 3LW on here.
I think I
Like,
saw Ray J.
and I get that, but I know I ain't see three, bruh. No,
He was- they got
bruh.
broken promises on this motherfucker. They wildin'.
Okay, so
Oh
co-
shit, they wildin'. Three
all right.
LW. That's nasty work.
You know what? You know what?
That's
No,
nasty
let's
work.
slow walk the dog. Let's slow walk the
I
dog.
want to go
I
to
ain't gonna
the.
just skip to the top 10.
I want to see the top 10, bro. I don't
Okay,
even.
let's go ahead.
I want to go to the. We can work backwards. I gotta see what if they got broken promises on here. I definitely. Who's that? Tyrese. Tyrese look
Yeah.
like Soldier Slim. I thought that. I thought that was Slim.
All right. We there.
That's crazy. That's nasty work, bro.
All right. So we said this. Get out of here.
Nah, bro. That ain't it. That ain't it.
So Usher.
That ain't it.
And I guess just all right, I'll say this much.
That ain't even
I
Usher.
know how but I know how these people operate. So a lot of times they don't actually put the actual work in. They go to what's the highest selling album, and I'm pretty sure that Confessions is probably top three highest selling R&B albums of our lifetime. Um, but yeah, let's go to number two.
That shit ain't better than
I'm
my.
not mad at,
That shit ain't better than Let It
huh?
Burn. That shit ain't better than My Way. Let It Burn.
Yeah,
It ain't better than what you call them? 7 o'clock on the dot. Come on, bro. Like Confessions.
yeah.
That's
I mean, it's a lot of people that say, well, I ain't gonna get there, but it's some people that say that they ain't better than like Superstar. I don't necessarily agree with that. There's some people that say that they ain't even the best Confessions.
so
Some people are probably like, huh?
they
Oh, you
they
seeing number two?
they got D'Angelo number 2. I That was a huge song when it dropped.
And that's why it's definitely supposed to make the list.
I don't know if I would put it in my top 10. It ain't something that I listen to, but it was a fire song. I ain't tripping. Go ahead. What's next?
This is what tripped me out,
What the
and
fuck?
I get it again, taking the highest selling and just throwing it in there. But there's some people that would say that that's not even Beyonce's greatest song.
Is that R&B?
Dangerous in Love, I would say that is.
All right,
You
we can roll with it.
yeah, that's
I
R and
don't.
B. If Drake is hip hop, that's R and B.
I don't want. I don't want the beehive on my ass. You can just keep going.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm staying away from that.
Now
Mary J.
I
Blige.
I'm definitely not mad at this. That's not Mary's biggest song, but
What song is it? Be
Be
Without.
Without You. Too strong for too long.
Nah.
Why am I here singing?
You know my favorite Mary J. Blige song?
What?
It's just those rainy days. Spend a lifetime trying to wash. That shit with Ja Rule.
That's
That shit
not
was fucking
that.
fire.
Whose song was that though? Was that Driver
It was
Rules or
her.
that's
I
back
think
then
it was
they
one
were
of them,
quick to do put it on both albums,
I think it was one of them
so it might
songs
have been both of them.
Ja Rule probably made and then they gave it to Mary.
I will say this: I like the fact that they're breaking it down and saying certain stuff. So they're saying that the people that were behind it was Brian Michael Cox and Jonte Austin and Jason Perry. I love that. But anyhow, let's get.
We belong together. That's not her best song. Man, ain't no way they ain't always be my baby is the superior song. Keep going, bro. It's just making me mad the more I see. Do do
Hold
do
on for my.
do 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 do. That's man, look,
All right,
they fucking up.
I'm not mad at this one.
Frank Ocean. Thinking about you,
I'm not mad at.
I
What'd
fuck,
you say?
I fuck with that. I like pyramids more, but thinking about you is cool. Are these
That's
two
an
singles?
artist that I never really jumped into. People have told me that I need to listen to that album, but you
Channel
can't.
Orange?
You can't escape that, huh?
Channel Orange? You've never heard Channel Orange?
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh.
that's the best album.
Calvin had told me that I need to go back and listen to it.
That might be the best album of the 2010s.
I might go check it out.
No, no.
That's not even Alicia Keys' best song.
Keep going. I don't even want. Keep going. It's trash. No,
Now this right here, they wildin'.
I'm not even really
And
getting. I'm not even really feeling R&B ish looking at this list. Like when
yeah,
I don't know. I feel like R&B
maybe
has more of a sound than hip hop has, and this don't feel like.
yeah. I feel like this might be more like soul. Like you can categorize it as soul, I guess, but R&B. Anywho,
Is that my girl?
that's not even Erica Badu's. Is it?
Bag Lady? Nah, Bag Lady not her best song, but that beat fire.
Yeah, that whole album is fire. That's one of my favorite albums of all time.
Erykah Badu is crazy, but
Even though I recently had to let the album go
I was born
because I think that
underwater with $3 and $6. That's my favorite Erykah Badu song. Oh,
yeah.
you may laugh, do your
So
man.
to end the top 10, now I will say I agree with this simply because when it comes to the real singers, they always put Brandy high on their list. So I'm not mad at a Brandy song being in the top 10.
Not this Brandy song. Fuck, who made this shit? Yeah, who made this list? Hey, look.
Rolling Stone
Oh,
and,
no.
and everybody over there with it. And when I say this, I'm not trying to validate the list. Anytime they create lists, I think that they are just trying to get the shock value on the internet and get people to do exactly what we're doing right now. Which I don't care about all that. When it comes to the top 100, I don't care. But what I do care about is even though when it comes to get Robert Kelly off the streets, the original movement, I was the driver of the bandwagon. I've been saying that he is guilty of this for at least 15 years. So way before it was cool kick R. Kelly, I was kicking R. Kelly. But what you're not finna do is say that Robert Kelly, though he is a sick individual, you're not finna say that he is not deserving of being on the top 100 R&B songs of the 21st century when he got, in all actuality, Robert Kelly is supposed to have about at least 25 songs on this list.
Yeah, R. Kelly supposed to have plenty of songs on them. I'm
And,
tripping
and
off this top 10. R. Kelly definitely supposed to have a song in the top 10. How the fuck you got a top 10 and SWV not in the top 10? How you got a top 10 and Jodeci not in the top 10? How you got a top 10 and
bruh,
Juice WRLD
come
not
on,
in the
man.
top 10?
Now
What's
look at this.
fronting? That's not even
This
fucking
list is trash.
R&B.
And the
That's
only now I do now this is my joint right here. I love this song.
I can't stand
But
that bitch, bro.
I just want to look at this because I'm curious to know if they even got any
Which Aaliyah
songs
song
that
is
he
that?
has written. Huh?
Which Aaliyah song is that?
Aaliyah rock the boat.
No, bro.
And see that speaks to my point. I don't know if they have any of his written stuff on here, but like what's the song with dang, why I can't think of that song. That it's a cover. When I feel sometimes it's hard to tell you so. Like, do you not put even consider that simply because
Keep going.
it's
Let's see. Let's see if they got something he wrote. Maxwell.
Maxwell? Fortunate was made by was written by R. Kelly. Fortunate is a way better song than Pretty Wings, though I love Pretty Wings.
Yeah, fortunate better than Pretty Wing. Who the fuck? Oh, is that Solange?
What just
Did they put Solange on there?
yeah, what just happened to my
They got a Solange song in the top 20 of R&B.
yep.
They wild, bro. No R. Kelly.
That's what.
You got Solange. You ain't got.
Okay, we back.
You ain't got. Guy. You ain't got Drew
I,
Hill.
I'm not mad at hold on, what's the 21st century? Since 2000?
No. Well, I don't know.
I think so. So I
Yeah.
will say that if yeah, I think since that's 2000, since
Why would they
2000.
start
So with that being the case, I decline. Well, not decline. I'm going to decrease my songs and say that he's not supposed to be on 25, but he's supposed to be on 10ish through 15. But I'm glad that they let Michael Jackson slide in there.
Rock My World was fire.
Cater to
Cater
you.
to you.
I think I would have preferred Butterflies over Rock My World, but
I ain't mad at those. Who was that? Janet.
yeah,
What song is that?
all for you.
Nah, I like the song off the Nutty Professor, but that might have been the
I think
90s.
that's 90s.
You don't know my
You don't
name.
know my name. I like that better than Falling.
Yeah.
After tonight, don't
No,
leave your girl around me. Truth.
no. Jasmine Sullivan.
I'm not mad at Jasmine Sullivan.
No. What's that?
I wanna be where you are.
Oh, that's Lisp Chris Brown.
Yo. But I'm actually shocked that they put Chris Brown on this list.
They didn't want to get them hands put on him by Chris Brown. They know he'll bat them in their fucking mouth. Bitch, you ain't put me on the list. R. Kelly ain't out. He can't do nothing to nobody. But Chris Brown catch a nigga from Rolling Stone on the street, he gonna bat him in his shit. Send that bitch straight to the ER.
600. I'm not mad at that song, but that album was trash.
Man or woman.
I used to love that song. Huh?
Man or woman.
Stop.
I was still going in my mind, my bad. Ashanti.
uh,
That's not the
no, that's
one.
not. No, that's A. Marie.
Oh, hey, I thought that was damn. That looked like Ashanti. Why ain't Ashanti up here?
Uh, I don't know.
Nah,
I
oh,
I,
where's the
I kind of
resume?
want to know out of this list. I want to know why Fantasia is this high, well this low. Oh no, go back, man.
Kimura
That's gonna
fucking
what
up the list.
I am. I'm not mad at differences.
Yeah, Genuine a dog. He should be higher up.
My whole life.
That picture of
What? That because he was stalking old girl. He was riding around
he was, he
stalking her. I
was
wish I never met her at
he
all.
was looking at her with her family complaining about her. And nigga was mad, like, how dare this bitch go back with her family? She went back to her kids? What? Like, she tripping. That nigga was wilding. Now that's R&B. If you ain't stalking that bitch, you
This,
you ain't R&B. You got a stalker.
I will say that. I mean, a song that well, Jodeci we're both 100% familiar with and love them. In case he got on that joke and said it's been an hour since you've been gone, and that's too long. So come back home.
Hey, it ain't R&B unless you being irrational about the relationship. You got to be like crazy about the relationship. That's R&B. You got to be begging,
Yeah.
or you got to be talking about making love all night long, nigga. You can't do it. Everybody in the 90s and 80s, it was capping. Nigga, you was 15 minutes and you was out of here, bro.
I'm
15
not
minutes,
mad at this one
you
right here.
out of here, my boy.
Let me let me I like Snow Allegra. I want you around. Let me skip this up because I want to see if they got any I'm looking for. Oh, that should have been higher.
Hey, if it take you all night to get your woman where you need her to get her to, dog, your stroke game is zero.
Bruh, let's okay, I'm not gonna be mad at that.
Who is that?
Redbone,
Redbone.
Childish Gambino.
Oh, he green. Who is that? Tweet.
Yeah.
So they got a little
I'm try
song.
I'm kind of I'm trying to skip up a little bit because I need to know whether if Robert is on here.
It
It
don't look
don't
like
look at it.
it look like they excluded him
He didn't
altogether.
purposely
That's
because
what
we done got through the 50.
they canceled that boy.
That's crazy. Because I mean, regardless if you want to listen to it or not,
Jaheim put that woman first. I guess.
for what you say yes, Tyrese. That's not even Tyrese best song for that to be the one that crack it for him.
I do like how you gonna act like that though.
I like it, but it's just not the.
Lil Mo can sing like a motherfucker.
I don't. Well, I'm not going. That's not for me to say.
Who is that?
Which
Oh,
one here? Keisha
you can.
Cole,
I can't
Maya.
stand Keisha Cole music.
What you going?
Maya,
There go. Ashanti
aha, yeah, they got them
and
back.
Sierra.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mario,
Like, why is just the friend the one for Mario? Why,
oh,
why isn't it "Let Me Love You"?
this is let me love you.
Even though that's hating, but still, Money Long, Hours and Hours. I like that
Money
song.
Long. Hey, you know who put Money Long on?
Who?
J.R. McKee. You know who that? You remember him?
Jr.
Yeah.
Yo Jr. I didn't
See,
know that.
if JR, I hope you see this, nigga. I seen you put Money Long on. Bitch, I'm still in New Orleans. Get me out of here. The fuck, bro? You had me first, nigga. Shit. I'm on here doing podcast with my homeboy, bitch. Get me out of here. Put us on Breakfast Club. Shit, nigga. This nigga gonna put Money Long on. He put K Camp on, and all the niggas he started with, we at home. Joker in Atlanta somewhere. We don't know where he at. We can't even get in touch with that nigga. Nation out there in California, he ain't got no deal. We all stuck, and this nigga living it up, making fucking Facebook videos, Talking about advertisement to teach you how to get to the next level in music. Nigga, teach me. Teach me, nigga. Shit. I'm down
I'm
bad.
not mad at him.
Paycheck to
I'm not. You
paycheck,
not.
nigga. You a millionaire now. Put me on,
You not.
dog.
You not down bad, but
I'm down bad.
I don't know what to say about some of that
Don't
rap
listen to
sound
me.
like hate, but I'm
Don't
gonna let
listen to
you.
me.
I'm gonna
I'm
let you.
poor. I'm poor. I'm a charity case, nigga. Come save me. I want to be saved. Come save me, bro. Shit. Go ahead, bro.
Outcast, 3K. Does that mean Andre 3000 is in hip hop? Joe. I don't even like that song, but he's supposed to be higher than that.
Dave Chappelle said,
Goodies.
Joe, you can sing something more about pussy for once. Not about pussy for once. Who is this?
Tiana
Tiana
Taylor.
Taylor. What's Ray J song? Let me see what is it? What is it?
One Wish.
Oh yeah. That should be in the top 20 right there. They sleeping on Ray J. Ray J gonna put the booty goons on them. Don't worry.
Buy you a drink.
I'll buy you a drink is no
Is incomplete. See that's real R&B right here, and
incomplete should be
that
number
speaks to what
one.
you were saying. That's what you were saying earlier. He begging, even though it seemed I have everything. I don't want to be no lonely
I don't
fool.
wanna be a lonely fool. Yeah, that's number one.
Man, what is going on here?
How the fuck they got Cisco down there at 70? Cisco is the greatest voice.
They got me in her doxing my children on the
Cisco
hotline. I'm not mad at a Pretty
on the
Ricky song.
hotline ain't. Oh man, look, that ain't Pretty Ricky best song.
Exactly.
Hey, age ain't
See,
nothing
not
but
hip hop.
love like
He not
honey.
hip hop.
Love like honey. Nah, we gotta talk about this, bro. Pretty Ricky got too many songs for on the hotline. Grind with me is Grind with me is
Yeah,
actually R&B. Like
yeah,
that on the hotline is more like hip hop R&B fusion. Grind with me is real R&B.
yeah. You,
They
you
tripping,
see
bro.
this one?
Pretty Ricky. Shout out to Pretty Ricky, man. Pretty Ricky, what they call her. What's that? Marvin's room.
Marvin's Room. He ain't hip hop.
I could rock
Now
with it.
this joker right here, this
Who is
song
it?
right here,
Oh yeah. Lord.
that song right there. I know what that song did.
Lil Lloyd. Lil Lloyd need to be in the top 20. It's way too far down. The
Booed up. I
KO,
know what that song did. That was crazy when it hit.
Jacquees did it better. I ain't say that.
It's the S, the L, the I, the M.
Shout out Jacquees. Who is this?
Lucky Day, Rosambo.
I don't really know that song.
That's a nice song.
It's more recent, huh?
That's not even his best song. I don't think.
Who's that?
Yeah,
Bobby Valentino?
it's recent.
It should have been
Yeah.
Beat Deep. Shout out to Big Fruit. JR. Alright.
It should have been
Where the fruit at?
Weedle
That what I said?
weed. No, I'm talking about
Oh yeah,
that
yeah,
Wayne
yeah.
song. That song was trash. Get out of here.
Oh, he zoomed
On the
in.
way.
Yeah, zoom in like
That's a
that.
nice song. I didn't do that on purpose. Yeah, they really did not
It's,
put,
it's some of the worst shit I've ever seen in my life.
bruh.
Who is that?
That's where you put Tank at. Tank number 95 in the R&B. This whole list is trash.
How you got a top 100 songs and you don't even got the king of R&B on this bitch?
Avant is number 97. It's like
They
I think I would sit back here and say that. Well, never mind. Until
they
we got
don't
here,
have the
I'm gonna
king of
say,
R&B on here, bro.
yeah. That's why I say, you know how I feel about how I feel about Robert, but
That's not who I'm
I
talking
gotta
about.
speak. Who you talking about?
Jacquees.
Oh man,
That nigga the king of R&B, and they don't even got one Jacquees song on here. Met her in the club, all the ballers showing love. That's come out the Mardi Gras and see if you don't hear that.
uh,
Met her in the club with that bounce. You gotta walk with her. Dip with walk with dip with yeah. Come out to New Orleans
Well,
for Mardi Gras. You gonna hear that Queen, King of R&B. Stop playing on that boy
I,
top. Shout out to Birdman.
I hear you. I
Oh,
don't I don't celebrate Mardi Gras though.
you don't
But
celebrate
appreciate the
Mardi.
invite.
You got a Mardi Gras colored Pelicans jersey on. This nigga is wilding, bro. That's nasty. That's nasty. Look us in our face, all across the
Points
internet.
made.
This nigga
I
is
only
on the internet live streaming in a Mardi Gras themed New Orleans Pelicans jersey, talking about he don't celebrate Mardi Gras. This nigga is on one today. This ain't the first
points
crazy.
made.
I talk to this nigga on the phone all the time, so I already know he be saying crazy shit all the time. This might be the craziest shit you said in at least 2 weeks. I don't know what. Yeah, he tripping. He tripping. Pay this
In
nigga
my
no.
defense, in my defense, when I go live, when the Pelicans play, I wear a Pelican jersey, and
Are we
this is
winning?
just the one that
Can we check on that?
last time I checked, we were, but I literally just pulled it out the closet. But hey, sometimes that's how it works for content. You are 100% right. I just said that I don't celebrate Mardi Gras in a Mardi Gras themed jersey.
You ain't finna step
Hey, it
out
just
here
is
in
what it is.
front of the Mardi Gras Mamba and tell the Mardi Gras Mamba that you don't celebrate Mardi Gras. You're coming to Mardi Gras. Super Sunday. You're coming to Zulu and you're gonna catch some coconuts and a spear
I'm not, but I appreciate the invite.
and bring your stick.
But anywho, man, I appreciate you coming on with me. I just had to say you had to get out your grievances, and I had to get out mine. That'll
Jerky.
be the one and only time I have hit my quota of the decade of defending R. Kelly. That is the last time. But yeah, they was wilding. Appreciate everybody in the live stream. Appreciate the people who commented. And the people that shared it and all that good stuff. You
My
got anything
auntie,
else you want to say before you?
my auntie been commenting.
What's
Shout
that?
out to my auntie. I love you, auntie
Okay,
Joseph.
I was wondering who that was.
Yes, yes. Shout out to her. I don't know who Cartel is.
That's one of my. I came up with him, went to school with him.
Shout out to Cartel. Real nigga. My nigga
Yeah,
Neil, we grew up together, had the same babysitter.
but anywho, I need to get out here. It's a madhouse in my house, and I need to go. I've been on here too long, so appreciate it, bro, and look forward to
Oh,
doing it again soon.
tell them about that feature I
Huh?
sent you. Tell them about that feature I sent you tonight. Tell these niggas who the GOAT is. Who the GOAT?
Uh, it was darn nice. Like that line, I think that you probably gonna get in some trouble over it. But that was a hard line, and if you're a true fan of hip hop, you know that sometimes hip hop gets offensive, but it's hard. Those are the hardest bars sometimes. So, uh,
It
yeah,
was fire, right?
it
10 out of
definitely was
10?
hard. Yeah, yeah,
JR.
definitely.
JR. 10 out of 10. Save me.
All right, bro.
All right.